The Vikings 2020 season is officially in the books, and I want to first start off by congratulating Justin Jefferson, who broke Randy Moss's Viking record as far as reception yards by a rookie. He ultimately then broke Anquan Bolden's all-time record as far as reception yards by a rookie. Shattered everybody's expectations, finished fourth in total yards league-wide, despite being the 18th most targeted wideout. Offensive Rookie of the Year for me, and I believe that rookie or no rookie, I believe Justin Jefferson is a fringe top 5 receiver. If he's not 5th, he's certainly 6th. I've got Stephon Diggs, no particular order. My top 5 to 6 receivers: Stephon Diggs, Devontae Adams, DeAndre Hopkins, DK Metcalf, Justin Jefferson, and Allen Robinson. I think those are the two you can really argue about, but he's one of the best receivers in the league right now. He's certainly going to have a very, very bright future. The Minnesota Vikings, they finished 7-9, and according to Mike Zimmer, that's worthy of a medal. Well, 7-9 is not great, but given the circumstances, this is probably the best we could have done, given the circumstances. So apparently the Minnesota Vikings, they are the only team in the National Football League that has had to deal with COVID, no preseason, no fans in the stadium, and injuries. They're the only team in the league that has had to deal with that. And under those pretenses, build Mike Zimmer a statue right now. The San Francisco 49ers also decimated with injuries on their defense, from Nick Bosa to Jaquiski Tartt. They finished with the 5th ranked defense in the NFL. Combine that with the fact that they lost their starting quarterback to IR, they finished 6-10. That's a fucking miracle. The Vikings, with their starting quarterback, the best collection of playmakers in the league, with the great defensive mind of Mike Zimmer, with Dom Capers, Adam Zimmer, totally deserving of the co-defensive coordinator job, I'm sure. 7-9, 6th worst defense in the league. But hey, it's the best we could do, baby. Mike Zimmer and the legacy of excuses. I believe 7 years is a large enough sample size, and in these past 7 years, we have seen Mike Zimmer with the loudest of barks but no bite. Mike Zimmer has consistently shown an inability to be innovative in his coaching. He doesn't want to win. He only wants to win his way. Your offensive line, my God, it's still it's Gary Kubiak. He's the offensive coordinator. You're still the fucking head coach, bro. You don't know what to do with your offensive line. Dakota Dozier, we're all set at left guard. Ezra Cleveland, he's built like a fucking tackle, but we're going to play him at right guard. You don't know what you're doing. I wouldn't be surprised if Mike Zimmer, Gary Kubiak, and Rick Spielman, if they sat there and brushed their teeth with Brillo pads, if they wore underwear for hats. You've shown no progression on a year-to-year basis. And worst of all, I am willing to forgive so much of the crap that Mike Zimmer does, but worst of all, you have consistently shown that in big games, 9.5 out of 10 times, your team lays down. Your team puts up no resistance. Either you don't prepare, either you just get out-coached, you don't know what you're doing. Something no one wants to talk about. Because, see, in any other market, you would have been got ran out of town. You're in Minnesota, nice territory. Any other market in America, you would have been crucified. But hey, this is the best we could have done. It took you overtime to beat a team that ended up with the #1 pick in the draft. And this is the best that you could have done? Man, please, bro, this team is going nowhere with this dude leading the regime. But the Wolf brothers, they're super content. They like comfortable. They like to keep it easy. Any other head coach in the league, we compare them to their peers, the other head coaches across the rest of the league. But in Minnesota, we're good as long as you're not bad as the previous coaches that have coached before you. Well, what about his regular season record? Fuck his regular season record. All you do is stack up wins against bum-ass teams, but when the real competition starts, your team is nowhere to be found. And that's the bottom line. We do this 3 times a week. Mediocre at Best Sports Podcast with Realistic Randy. Check me out on Twitter at realistic_Randy, Facebook at Realistic Randy. Next podcast will be on Wednesday. We'll see you then.